what was it like for Hank Aaron that off season as he's waiting? He's just at the cusp of breaking Babe Ruth's career home run record. So, you know, let's go back for a second. I like to think about things sometimes by going back, and I wonder what was it like for Babe Ruth when he was right on the cusp of breaking Roger Connor's career home run record. Well, I think Babe Ruth hit a home run in Detroit that day to pass Roger Connors, and there was lots of press about, well, the home run. I think that was actually one of those home runs where people thought that Babe Ruth might have hit a 500-foot home run, but nobody had mentioned that he had just become the all-time home run leader over a career. It's just so different to think about how the game evolves, so that when we get to 1974, we're at the point where we have Hank Aaron setting a Guinness record for most letters received in a calendar year by a private citizen, because he's at the cusp of breaking a record that when Babe Ruth broke it was just kind of crickets. A lot of them were, as we know, incredibly vitriolic and threatening to his life, to the life of his family. So, when you see someone just trying to do their job and being good at it and being hated by some for being good at it, it just makes you want to kind of put your hands in your head. For me, it's actually even cry. What I'm amazed about is the dignity of the man, that he never flinched at that. He never backed down. And I also love the fact that, he hit 714 in Cincinnati, comes home to Atlanta. It's a Monday, national televised audience. And who's going to kind of roll up their sleeves and get it done with? Well, if Hank Aaron said, I'm looking forward to this being over, I often think about the fact that he ended that pretty quickly. There was no long wait. And I think it just really speaks to how efficient he was, how powerful he was, how resilient he was. But also, because my mind is always going forward and back, I think that's what's great about baseball. It has such a thick, deep, really complicated history. But when you think about what it was like for Babe Ruth and what it was like for Henry Aaron, it shows you just not only how much the world has changed, but just how difficult it was to be Hank Aaron. I have endless admiration for him because, when I look at that swing off of that Al Downing fastball, and I go back and I look at, swings of Hank Aaron, 57, 58, same swing, same grace, a lot more pressure, but 100% still Hank Aaron. There's no one like him.